Hey guys, Chris and Jamie from Tillman Family Farms. So last night we did a live and we were talking about spring fever a little bit and cleaning up. And I come home from work today. I get off early on Fridays and I come home and my wife has been so busy. I want you to look at this trailer. I'm gonna walk you through this trailer. Y'all seen all of this junk in our videos. A lot of this was piled up on another smaller trailer down by Piglet Training Pen. And then these are all of the cans. I want you to look at how many cans of popcorn we had scored as a supplemental feed for pigs. So let me walk you around this trailer, then we're gonna haul all this stuff down to a scrapyard. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm sure that I'm gonna get the story on this, but that's an old freezer. That's a stand-up freezer. I don't know how in the world she got this thing on here by herself.
The tractor.
Oh, the tractor. Oh man, I was trying to make you look like He-Woman. All of these bags are the metal lids for all of these popcorn cans. Some of these popcorn cans had 2 big bags and some of them had 3 little bit smaller bags in them, but we used these over the last 5 or 6 months, or maybe even longer than that, to supplement the breeder groups. We didn't feed any of this stuff to our feeder pigs, but look at all those cans. I mean, and this is, she built a pyramid on here. So we're going to take them right back to the same salvage company that we bought all those from. They get all kinds of stuff. That's where we get our barrels and our IBC totes and all kinds of stuff. And they've actually got some egg cartons down there that we're going to go check out this time around. So we're about to head off on a little voyage. All right, so back when we were poor, we used to do this quite a bit. We used to take scrap metal and anything that we could find to the scrap yard to pick up a little extra money. And so now,
hey, don't be driving too fast.
So now we are taking bets on what this trailer is worth. So Jamie, what's it worth? Well, hang on. So what's the bet first?
I don't know.
So if I get it right, I buy lunch. If you get it right, wait. If I get it right, you buy lunch. If you get it right, I buy lunch. How about that?
Isn't it our money?
It most definitely is. That's why it's a fair bet. Yes. Yes, it's a fair bet.
No.
What's your bet? How much?
Oh, so $68.23.
Okay, I'm going with $25 even, if we're lucky. We've done this before. Stick with us. We'll see what this does. We're gonna actually do some farm stuff here in a little while.
Yeah.
Guys, so we're at the scrapyard, and I talked to her a couple weeks ago, and she told us that she had some egg cartons, and I was like, ooh, I'd be really interested to look at them and see if there's any way we could use them, covering up farm names or whatever. So you see this behind me? This is all part of this egg shortage. It's not a joke. I mean, this is from chickens that got gassed from the bird flu and all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna walk you around a little bit. There are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of egg cartons around here. This is crazy. So everything that I'm showing you right now is all egg cartons. These are all egg cartons. People, this is absolutely insane. I mean, way back there in the back. Those are stacks that are 5-6 pallets high, man. Holy cow. I mean, Jesus, man. But luckily, we found some that we think that we can manipulate to not say somebody else's name on them. Actually, we think they don't even really say a name on them, but this is crazy. I mean, you know, this is, these are not on the store shelves, and everybody that's buying eggs from the store is feeling this right now. I guarantee it. All egg cartons. This is craziness, man. All this. There's no telling how many are there. So I've already finished this video and I was about to start editing it, and Jamie looks at me and she said, did you ever update them on how much money we had or how much money we got at the salvage yard? And let me tell you, we are both very, very rusty on the whole salvage yard thing. That was $98 worth of stuff. So we got paid to clean up around the farm. We bought some of those egg cartons. We were able to find some that we think we can used that didn't have a farm name on them, big enough print that we couldn't cover up and all that stuff. Still has all the safe handling instructions on it. So we scored big time there. And we got to catch the matinee show in downtown Columbus. So not really a matinee show. It's just Columbus, Georgia is just a crazy place to be. Anyhow, so there you go. Got that plugged in there. Now my wife's happy. Boy, oh boy, Jamie and I had quite an interesting afternoon going to Columbus. So you saw the clips with all the egg cartons. That was a little shocking to see all of that, but we decided to eat at Crystal's, and I'll insert a little clip of our dancing specialist on the curb out there. Columbus is a very interesting place. It's a miniature Atlanta is what it is. So anyway, we got to put a roundabout hay out for the horses, and I'm going to walk you guys around and show you everything that got cleaned up today, in which I'd love to take credit for some of it, but Jamie had it all done before I got here. So let's go check all that stuff out, get some hay out. And it's supposed to be 29 degrees here tonight. It's a little cold for us, so we're gonna get the dogs in and make sure that heat lamps are on where they're supposed to be and all that good stuff, and we'll get this little video wrapped up.
At least he's got a safety shirt on.
I'm telling you, he needs it in case he falls out there in the road.
With his pajama pants. He gonna end up in those bushes. Yeah, well, is there water still coming in that ditch up there? I would think there'd have to be. So anyway, we have been complaining about the level of our pond since about the middle of the summer, because we came out of the summer in a drought. And even though we have had a ton of rain, this last rainstorm that we went through last night put this thing to where it's overflowing, and this is the result. This is a steady runoff out of that pond. But right up there where those hay bales are, there's a ditch that drains down in front of this other barn over here. Try not to get y'all drunk moving, but it drains down in front of that barn out of the big pasture from up the hill there. So that's where all of this water is coming from. So it's kind of like it's flowing in, but it's flowing right back out. But that's fine, because it'll hold this water level for really about a month in the cooler months before it starts going down again. So that's good. Got a full pond again. Catfish are happy. As part of our spring cleaning, as there's a bucket and a tractor tire in there. So this whole little area right here, we cleaned this up about 2 weeks ago. It all looked like this nonsense over here. We're gonna do all of this side the same way, but this is part of our spring fever that's setting in, as it's going to be 29 degrees tonight. Let me show y'all all the stuff that Jamie cleaned up today. I'm really proud of her for doing all this stuff. So it's funny because this area doesn't look as good as what I was leading on for it to be, but
there was a ton of stuff right here. That trailer was slammed full of stuff. A lot of this metal was some of the better metal that we could still use for little structures around here. Scrap yards won't take tanks like these, so we had to pull the tanks off. And then the rest of this is just some wood stuff. But this was such a hideous sight. Now we can get it under control. We can actually use the trailer again. So this was a big time deal. We're gonna get this training pin broke down and moved to where we want to do that the next time. So this was a big time something to get a good jump on getting this cleaned up down here. All right, so this area right here, we staged all of those pallets. All of those pallets were slam packed with those cans of popcorn over the summer. And the more and more of those popcorn cans that we fed and unloaded, this area became just an awful mess. And we couldn't wait to get the rest of that stuff going and out of here so that we could get all this stuff cleaned up. So now that we're down to pallets and just a little bit of trash, we'll be able to get out here tomorrow and finish getting this stuff cleaned up. And we will reclaim this area, thank goodness. So, and then that IBC tote right there, you'll be looking for a video very soon on that. That's going to become a feeder, farm builder style feeder. Jordan Green has some instructions and diagrams and all kinds of stuff that I picked up from him, and we're going to turn that thing into a bulk feeder. It's going to be very, very good for around here. We needed a second one. So spring fever will continue around here, I guarantee it. Every year we get to doing stuff like this. We got to get our egg mobile around here and do our updates to that. Probably get it moved around over on Saturday afternoon, and at least get all the ideas, get it cleaned up and all that stuff, get ready to be painted and add the boxes. And then we're going to add a shade on the side of it and a couple other things. So it's going to be a mad rush for a little while until spring really gets here and things start warming up. So but this is just the beginning of it, so you're going to see a lot more spring prep videos coming up, and some more stuff on this barn, and just whatever the heck we're doing around here. We appreciate you guys watching. I've done enough rambling, and if you don't mind, please go down, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next video.